What is up, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed. If you're not, hit the button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit the like. It's like walking in the room, hitting the light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into the real of reality TV.
Now, Moses, I find it quite interesting that you appeared on this couch, but you weren't able to appear on the Huntsville for Destiny at the reunion.
Yeah.
Because I was looking for you, brother.
Yeah.
Long story short, you show up for the ones you need to show up for.
Listen, this is a clip from OMFG Reality TV. I'm still not watching the show when it comes on because I refuse to add to the ratings. I just can't do it personally. But to see Melody's facial expressions, facial expressions tell it all. Sometimes people read facial expressions incorrectly, but you can't tell me looking at Melody's facial expressions to see that Carlos brought this chick, Sunni, and her new husband out on the stage was so uncomfortable for her. I'm quite sure she was not sure that was going to be happening. And then to hear the shade that Sunni was throwing, even if Melody isn't friends with Destiny, it's just cringe.
Say, he who findeth a wife findeth a good thing. But baby, this right here, what's going on is a whole mess, okay? I remember Sunni, of course, from when she, worked with us in the past. But seeing her literally go from behind the camera to being in front of the camera, whoo, baby, it's a lot.
Okay, so now, you were a producer on Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Yes, she was, yes.
And as a producer, you're assigned talent. As talent, you tell your producer all your business. You had Destiny.
And somebody said, and she crossed the line in the audience. Oh my God.
Whew. Carlos has surprised me with this one, okay? Stealing somebody's man may not be the cup of tea that I can handle. This one may be a little too hot, even for me.
Now, Destiny did say recently that she made the introduction to you and Moses. She said that she would confide in you about Moses, but you would say things like, girl, leave him, he ain't no good, you can do better than him. And then while you were telling Destiny to leave Moses, you were entering a relationship with him and got a ring to show for it.
The roaring crowd, the boos. I feel like I am in the lion's den. It's one thing being behind the cameras, but there's a totally different world being in front of it.
Let me tell you something. And I heard somebody say it. I'm not going to say who said it first because I said it the moment that I saw this chick. But I know people's head sizes are different. Some people, we're not going to go into all of the descriptions, right? And the foreheads. But when I saw this chick, I said her forehead is like a movie screen. And then I said it to myself. I didn't put it in any commentary. And then I heard somebody else say it. And I was like, oh my God, I just said that. But the reality with the king that was being projected up on this white screen behind them, honestly, it could have been forecasted on her forehead. That really is, and I'm not trying to make fun of her. It's just like, it's hard to go without saying it. So to have the audacity to go from behind the scenes to being on camera and flaunt a relationship that a lot of people feel weird about is just not the way to go. I don't see it boding well for her in the future. I don't.
People just lashing out, screaming things out. I'm thinking I don't think anybody could have prepared me for their reaction. But hey, it's time to face this thing head on. Okay, let's...
Not head on. The jokes write themselves, guys.
Be clear, she never confided in me about this man. So she's painting this picture as though I was plotting on her man when I kept it all the way professional. We didn't even link up to a year later.
How did y'all meet to the point where y'all started talking to each other?
I seen her at an event for her family, a friend of mine, and I seen her, and she said,
Did he say, I seen her? This is the man that you want to build a life with? He can't even speak proper English, but go ahead. Go ahead.
How you doing? I say, how you doing? But it was never like that at that time.
Were you still dating Destiny at that time?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so you...
So he admits that he was still seeing Destiny when he seen her. Not when he saw her. When I seen her, I was still seeing Destiny.
Saw her and you spoke to her. Continue.
Yeah. So later on down the line, this was January of 23. Destiny just had left January the 3rd. I think this happened like January the 12th. I seen her.
That's not when we started talking, though.
That's not when we started talking.
He said he saw her January 12th after
No, he said he seen her.
the whole thing with Destiny January 3rd. So there was a 9-day difference.
When did you get my phone number?
Hey, I got the phone number in July. July. But going back to January, we told Destiny I seen her. She told Destiny I seen her. I got a number in July.
Okay.
It sounded a little gray, and I don't really do gray area. That's why I got on black and white. I don't know how long they really was dating, not dating, when they got together. I was trying to keep up, like 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. Wait, what? I ain't gonna lie, girl. My fingers was getting tired.
You were dating Destiny.
Right.
The last time you saw her was January 3rd. Y'all saw each other on the 12th.
I'm sorry, I gotta pause it for a minute. I don't listen, people have the right to like and not like whoever, but how could you not like Melody? The girl, first of all, what she was saying was absolutely funny, and I agree with her. And the integrity is just there. Even if she was not there for being friends with Destiny anymore and the relationship is finished, I have to give it to her, because some people, they could be so devious and nasty that it's like, okay, you know, an enemy of my former friend is a friend of mine, and she's not doing that. She's like, I don't do the gray areas. All I do is black and white, and this is just sounding fishy to me. And the dates and all of this other garbage, it's like, I'm not really here for this. And she wasn't sitting there canoodling with them and saying, oh, yeah, so tell us about the relationship. How do you... No, she just was not here for it. And like I said before, Carlos blindsided her by allowing these people to even be up there when she was supposed to be the guest for the live podcast. It's crazy.
At a function,
Yes,
right?
sir.
And then you guys started dating in July.
I got a number in July. We
You
started
got
dating
her
in
in
August.
July. When did you and Destiny break up?
We never broke up.
He says they never broke up, and Sunni's sitting there laughing at it. But yet you feel the need to come and explain this relationship to the public and give breakdowns and dates on the calendar and times and schedules and scenes and scenarios and locations. It's like GPS. Weird. Ciao. Okay.
So did Destiny think y'all were still in a relationship?
No, Destiny knew it was over. We both knew it was over. I knew Destiny was going through things. Custody battle, divorce. I knew she was kind of unstable. So I was supporting her through that.
What were the issues?
He was just there for her, which you weren't there for her. You knew she was going through some stuff, and you knew she was kind of unstable, but you never broke up with her. But you were there for her. What? And if this woman doesn't see that this is the husband that she has now, crazy. They don't become better men because you got a ring put on your finger and you exchange vows. The man that you married is the boyfriend or significant other or whatever that he was to you, to Destiny, and allegedly to all the other women.
That you and Destiny had in your relationship?
It's just long distance. She was traveling, going to award shows. She was hanging with other people. She wasn't consistent with trying to be the woman that I need her to be.
What woman is that?
This woman right here.
Destiny definitely left a gap in their relationship. Her prioritizing her career left him neglected. I know how to prioritize my man. Our relationship is rooted in love, God, and...
She did not say God. Maybe the small G-O-D, but not the big G-O-D, because God, I'm quite sure he's like, don't put me in that mess. I don't have nothing to do with that girl. But she is definitely this term that a lot of people use now, a pick-me. I didn't think I would ever really say that term, and even though I know it exists, I just don't like using it. But yeah, I know how to prioritize my man. She didn't know how to be there and prioritize her man. And girl, oh my God, that is so cringe. He is going to, it may not be tomorrow, but girl, if you don't know God, you better get to know him because you're going to need him.
Building wealth, I couldn't have painted a picture of a better man for me.
Listen, and I'm being real with you, baby. As her producer, though, right? Did you ever give her a heads up that, hey, before it gets weird or the world finds out, I just want you to know me and Moses are seeing each other?
I did. I reached out to her, and I told her we need to have a conversation. I said, call me. She texted me back and said, hey, what's up? I said, well, I asked you to call me because I wanted to talk to her woman to woman. I reached out and told her I'm dating Moses, and it's getting serious. She didn't respond.
Oh, you text her that?
Yes, because she would have called. Yeah, and she didn't answer when I called her. I don't owe you any loyalty. We don't have no skin in the game. You're not my friend. I owe myself loyalty. At the end of the day, I didn't steal nobody's husband. I didn't break up no home. We're married, and that's what it is. This is official right here. And if you don't like it, oh well. And let's be clear, even when I started dating Moses, he had several women he was already dating. You were a side chick from day one.
Wow. All right, guys. So you heard that. For those of you who watch the show, you've already seen it, so I get it. I am not watching the show, so I'm just watching the clips when I get a chance to on these Instagram blogs. And she didn't lie, and she didn't take anyone's husband, and she didn't, break anyone's family up. But this is the man that you are willing to make yourself look like a fool for in public on television, to be behind. She should have just stayed behind the scenes. But allegedly, Destiny said that she was fired. But I said, okay, she was fired, but then they brought her to be on the show. I don't really get that. So I don't even know if I really believe that. But again, it's what Destiny said. But this is a whole mess. She's not lying when she said, I didn't take anyone's husband and I didn't break up anyone's family. So basically, she's like, I'm not with Hotel. I'm with Moses. I'm not with Martell. I'm with Moses. And what is it about with all of these guys on the show with these M names? Marceau, Maurice, Martell. Now we got a Moses too. Goodbye. Can you take us out of the misery with these low down, scheming, dirty males that are husbands? This show is such a horrible representation of marriage. I swear, Al Bundy was in a better marriage on Married with Children than what these fools are. It's an absolute mess. But to see the looks on Melody's face, and even when the camera would pan over to Stormy's face, I know they're all like, this is just not something that I'm here for. But with Carlos and his mess, I definitely can understand why he brought this to the show, because besides Martell and his criminal drama, what else really would there be to talk about on this season? Anyway, guys, this is just a whole mess. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thanks for being here. Thanks for liking and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.